As London's closing ceremony hangover begins to fade, it's back to business as usual here in the UK. The Games have left an indelible mark on the people of Britain, and the legacy will hopefully last for years to come. London Mayor Boris Johnson today expressed his sadness and relief that the Olympics were over, and he claimed that the Games have been the greatest ever.
I'm told that superlatives don't really come well from anybody who's actually had a hand in the Olympics. But if you were to say to me that we've just held the greatest games ever in the greatest city on earth, then I would say you were on the right track, and I wouldn't necessarily dissent.
We came to Cheam, the hometown of Great Britain cycling gold medalist Joanna Rousel, to find out what people on the street thought about London 2012.
Well, I think it was a very good games. I think as a nation, England showed that they could obviously hold a major event like that. I think it kind of brought people together. A lot of people that weren't interested in sport, from what I gathered, became interested in sport, and it also opened up my eyes to new sports that are out there that are quite enjoyable, not just for myself but for my family as well.
Very positive. I think it's been wonderful. And I was quite a sceptic to start with. I thought it was going to cost rather a lot of money. I worried about the security and the transport and everything like that, but I think it's been wonderful.
I thought it was really good for the community spirit around here. I don't know about anyone else, but just watching it, I mean, starting from the opening ceremony, it all just, something just happened, and like everyone was glued to the TVs, whether you like sport or not, which I think is quite nice.
My last, I'd probably say, I'd have to possibly say Usain Bolt with a relay team, and also in the 100 and 200 metres. Obviously that would probably be my lasting memory. And also the ceremony last night, there's obviously been mixed reviews on it, and I would possibly say that's maybe due to some of the 80s acts, which are a bit past it now. But on a whole, I think it was a good performance. I think probably the children that sang in the choir and some of the performances were better than some of the musical acts.
I think Usain Bolt, and also there's a girl from Cheam here who got a gold medal. I was very pleased about that. She went to the local grammar school here.
I enjoyed the women's judo. I can't remember her name, but she was up against USA in the final, and it's quite emotional because of the backstories involved, but that was a really good one for me.
I did watch it. I love the opening ceremony. I'm not a great fan of pop music, so in some ways, but that's me. I'm sure they loved it, and it was a lovely end of party atmosphere, yes.
I watched the whole thing, and we were at the TV from about 7:30 waiting for it to build up, but it was good. I think there are quite a few musicians, and I think if they'd played a few more well-known songs, then maybe it would have been more enjoyable, because I think part of it is like singing along and being involved in that way. You can't really do it if you don't know a lot of it. But the atmosphere looked great in the stadium.
I would say some of the music that they did have out, such as Pet Shop Boys, Spice Girls, George Michael, Blur, John Lennon, it all, I would say, represented England, I would say.
From Annie Lennox to The Who, it's not bad representation of a lot of the music, but there are a few random bits as well, like random Only Fools and Horses.
Well, I'm nearly 70, so it's representative of the new Britain, I think, yes. And it's nice for young people, and I think they have a very positive feel, yes. And everyone's smiling, that was really nice. I just wish I'd had tickets.